Karen's pregnant. Zach needs time to think. And they all going to the strip club. Y'all, we gotta talk about this trailer for episode 21 from season 3 of Sistas. It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you with a new Sistas video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, join the tribe, turn on your bell notifications. But without further ado, let's talk about episode 21 and the preview. The trailer starts right where the episode left off, and Zach just needs a second to think. We hear Karen in the trailer say that if I was going to have a baby, I always wanted it to be with you. And y'all, this is honestly a callback to the beginning of the series. When we first meet Karen, she's in the doctor's office and she is finding out that she's older. She wants to have a baby, then she's going to need to get to it. This is something that has been weighing on her throughout the series, and I think that it's something that people forgot about, in all honesty. Karen has been getting a lot of flack lately because she is, I guess, causing problems for the Fatima stands. Mind you, I love Fatima as a couple. I think that they're great together. I think that Fatima really helps uplift Zach and has helped Zach usher in a new season in his life where he's able to show up and show out not only for others but also for himself, and I'm so very proud of how far he's come. However, Karen is still here. She was, a pivotal part of his life, and they had a very, very important relationship, and we cannot forget that. We also can't just throw her by the wayside just because we think that this new shiny amazing Fatima is here and now Karen don't matter no more. That's not how this works. So if we go back to episode 1 season 1, we will remember that she went to the doctors and they told her, like, yo, you need to be considering getting pregnant sooner rather than later because you're getting older, the clock is ticking. And I also have a video of is Karen really pregnant, where I deep dive into why I think that she actually is pregnant. I have so much content coming about this, y'all, and I have gone back and started to rewatch different things so I can bring y'all a bunch of information. But yeah, she's definitely pregnant, and this is why I feel like she is as well. She has wanted this. This is something that she didn't necessarily want to run away from, but at the time, her and Zach were not in a good place. And also, if y'all remember season 1 episode 1, Karen thought, and Zach thought as well, that he had gotten a girl at his job pregnant, right? So she was struggling with all of that. They have been on again, off again throughout these 2 seasons, and now in season 3, we're seeing more with Zach trying to move on. However, Zach also pursued Karen very much so like how Karen has been pushing up and like trying to get answers and trying to get further communication towards the end of season 3. If we go back to season 2, Zach was doing the same thing to her when she was also entertaining Aaron. So I think it's funny. Anyway, I'm going to have a whole conversation about that, but I do think that the baby is real. I do think that it's going to wind up being Zach's. I'm also going to make a video to give y'all some kind of like benchmarks and timelines in reference to the sisters' overall timeline so that we can really track and see, is this Aaron's baby or is it Zach's baby, and how do we know that? But that's what we see at the trailer. Zach needs a second to think about it. I don't know if Zach is the type to be like, I don't want you to have this baby because we're no longer together. He don't read like that type for me. So of course this is definitely going to be something stressful. He had just in the previous moment told Karen that he does love her. He just felt like they weren't good together. But a baby kind of changes a lot of things, and it makes you have to stop and at least think. Like, even if you don't ultimately turn around or ultimately go back to whatever that was, at the very least, a baby's going to make you stop and think. And that's what we see him say in the trailer. He's like, yo, I just need a second to think. And we don't get much more than that from them in this trailer. Hold up, y'all, I got the extended trailer for the preview, so I needed to interject in this video because I had already previously recorded it and talk about these other things. So y'all, it's pretty much certain that Karen is pregnant. I do still have my Is Karen Pregnant video coming, which is going to dive deeper into this, but it's certain because in that extended trailer we get to see Zach actually has her take a pregnancy test while they are together at the salon. So that is happening. And then from there, Zach calls Fatima and says it's something that he has to tell her to her face. So I definitely think, y'all, we can 98%, 99% sure say that Karen is actually pregnant, and we're going to see this in the next episode. It's really going to be a setup for the season finale, which is going to set up season 4 nicely. I think that what we're going to get with season 4 is we're going to get the first 11 episodes, and then during the mid-season, we're going to see the premiere of Fatima, the show with Zach and Fatima, all about Zach and Fatima on BET+. I do still have a video breaking down who those characters will be. be and what they have is kind of like the premise of the show thus far, because they are getting their own spinoff. And I want to talk about if we're going to see Andi in the show, if we're going to see Karen in the show, but it's definitely coming. They have literally built out this Sistas world with this one bombshell. They have launched a few different storylines that they can definitely run with for a while, and we're going to get to see it. Now, also in this trailer, we get to see Hayden talking to Fatima, and he tells Fatima that some insider trading things going on in reference to Zach and what he has going on in the stock market. So y'all, not only do Zach potentially have this baby on the way, because y'all are coming in my comments telling me how we got to get a DNA test, so we're not really sure if it's actually Zach's or not, but he also is going to have to deal with how Hayden found out about this insider trading, because it is, y'all, he did get this insider tip that he wasn't supposed to have that got him the initial money, and then from there they have been able to parlay that into more money because he's been doing well in the stock market, and all of that they show in this actual trailer. Another thing, Andi and Gary knew the girl that was a part of the menage a trois, and he confronts Andi about it, so we're going to have a moment where we're going to get to see that. And then, as I do mention, we are going to see the girls at Club Eden, and Sabrina got something that she needs to tell people, but she's kind of like being coy about it. So there's another bombshell that gets dropped at the club. So that is additional things that are part of the extended trailer that I didn't have in the video originally. Thank you so much for being patient with me and giving me grace during this little interruption. Now back to the video. Then we go on to Maurice, who is sitting waiting for the police officers with Q at his house. He tells him, if you do anything, I'm gonna stub your head into the ground. Maurice, you're already still playing with fire, because this boy cannot be trusted. He's very, very dangerous. But if you want to go down this route, okay, we just gonna go ahead and pray for you. Let the church say amen. Amen. Now moving on, we also get to see Gary and Andi, and Gary is back on his, if I leave, I ain't never coming back, and this is trash. Well, he didn't say all of that, but he said that in the episode basically, and it's like, Gary, you have said this multiple times about when you leave, you ain't coming back, and yet here you are back. Boy, bye. Like, I can't. In the trailer, we get to see him talk about how all of whatever Andi's house and her soul setup is not nothing, and she's just like, careful what you say. You don't want to say something that you don't really mean or whatever. And I'm just so over them. They are tired. Their storyline is tired. Their relationship is tired. Andi, you are bored, which is why you jumped into that menage a trois. Can we go ahead and end this? Can Gary go and find some other woman to terrorize? Because I want him to release Andi. Relinquish her, you demon. And then before the trailer ends, we get a cut back to Q and Maurice, and Q is actually in custody. He's talking about he don't want to go with them. Sir, we're not dropping no charges. We are going to definitely testify. You're going to prison. None of them sweet talking, nothing is going to help you right now. So whether you want to go or not, you're going to go. So goodbye. And then before the trailer actually ends, we get to see the girls at Club Eden for the crossover moment that we're going to see with All the Queen's Men. I do have my All the Queen's Men's video posting on the channel this weekend. So if you are not caught up with All the Queen's Men, be sure to check out those videos over the weekend so that you are ready for next week's episode. You know who all the characters are, because I definitely think that this is going to be a nice and spicy one. It's going to get real spicy up in there. And honestly, it's good to see the girls smiling and lighthearted, because it looks like, for me, I don't think Karen has told the girls yet about the pregnancy, and she might just want some one last time to have fun before things get really, really real and they launch back into the drama, which will probably be in the season finale. And yeah, that is the preview for episode 21. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you thought I gave you a little bit of information, a little bit of tea, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my sisters' videos. Also, drop down in the comment section and leave me a comment. I'm going to respond back to you, and we're going to keep it going. Let's have a conversation, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.